my name is Antti Kosunen, and like my slide says, I represent Fairforce, and Fairforce is a community working for green companies getting paid in shares. A quick intro. I founded Fairforce beginning of this year together with Daniel Collado Ruiz, who's a former sustainability professor, and I'm a capitalist, like it says there. So I am a green-hearted capitalist believing in business. And when I say that I believe in business, I've been studying economics, and I believe that that is a driving force in many of the things that happens in society. And our job is to change the globe using the business means for nature. And my background is in being an investor. Before that, I was an entrepreneur, and then I have done 29 accelerators in 10 different countries. And at the moment, we are 150-person strong community. And we are a force for making sustainable businesses better for investors, entrepreneurs, and consumers. And the idea is that we need to have the business cases that are better for investments. The financial returns need to be better. And the idea is that we collect the best brains, green-hearted business professionals and entrepreneurs, creating the business cases and helping existing business cases that green companies are doing and making them competitive, making them as lucrative as possible for investors, for entrepreneurs, as well as the products that we are designing. They need to be better. It's not good enough that we say that they are environmentally friendly, which is, of course, very important. But they need to be better products, and on top of that, they need to be green stuff that we design. And our force is a self-organizing global community of 1 million professionals supporting each project. 1 million, is it really? No, it's not. Our job is to create that one. We've started it. We are utilizing the background what we have at Nestholma, so 100 people there, 150 more at Fairforce. So we are going to a direction of being the biggest Uber for nature. So that is what we are. We are a Uber for nature. And some backgrounds of why did we start something like this? 3 letters, CSR, corporate social responsibility. Some of the corporations are really ethical. They do care about environment. They do care about ethical issues. But still, it's bizarre. I would say it is bizarre. How can it be like that? Corporations leading the way? Really? How about changing the first word and talking about professional social responsibility? And when I'm looking at these two things, corporate social responsibility and professional social responsibility, it's kind of self-evident. We should have our own professional social responsibility program. All of us. We should utilize the means. We should utilize what we have learned, utilize the contacts we have, and do something good. And the way how we are doing it, when I was calling that we are an Uber, I would say that we are not, because the gig economy is broken. The wealth is not being distributed fairly. The decision power is in Silicon Valley, talking about Uber. And that's not how it should be. It should be distributed. The wealth should be distributed fairly. The decision power should be between us. This is a community of self-organizing teams in different parts of the globe. And then they have been connected using technology so that we'll find always the best professional or different kinds of tasks that are needed. And that's why the wording also, we talk about collaboration economy. Finding the best cases together, making sure that our professionals bring the best cases, and then we are doing different kinds of activities together in order to create a collaboration economy business, and then ending up with different kinds of things for nature. And the name of the company, Fairforce, it stands for being fair to professionals, being fair to companies, and of course to nature. And we are being fair to professionals because they are getting a fair cut of the companies that they are working for. It can be early stage company that hasn't enough revenue yet, or maybe no revenue at that stage. And no funding needed in many cases for those companies when professionals are working for shares. They are kind of co-founders, even though they can be joining you much later. And fair for professionals because they get shares. Fair for companies because they get to pay shares instead of finding money and giving a too big proportion of those companies to investors. And all of this leading to nature being the biggest winner. We only accept people who are committed on aiming becoming green neutral. That is what they have to be. But of course, it's pluses and minuses. So the carbon footprint is lowered by the good that you do. So creating your carbon handprint, helping companies to save the globe, and then your carbon balance becomes neutral or negative. So it should be both. That is the core message. It is a business means, it should be good business, whether that is a professionals doing it or the startups, at the same time having a good ethics and saving the globe. That is what we should be doing. And the reason why I'm talking here today is first to make you think. Professional social responsibility programs. Do something good for nature, but make sure that it's fair, that you are being treated paid fairly for the tasks that you do. And for companies, sign up, and we just got our system up and running. We are inputting the data of the people there. And so you'll end up finding 150 people there now and 1 million people in some time in the future. So I would like to see all of you guys signing there. And something practical that we do. I have my 4 minutes. And by the way, if any questions, please write them on the chat. I'll be happy to answer any of your questions after this event. But some of the practicalities that we do, we also run accelerators. So we are building a community of green-hearted professionals saving the globe. But in addition, we do environmental data accelerator. And the idea is that we are working for your companies. So whatever happens in there, it is something that is making your company faster, smarter, and growing. And we'll be coaching you. We'll be mentoring you. We have 150 people. We have 100 people from Nestholma crew that will be at your service. And different kinds of people, different level. There are people that are senior advisors, being executive board members in major corporations, as well as some student ambassadors or interns. Different kind of support, that is what you get. And then we bring you the corporations. The corporations will be thinking how could they be working with you. So there are business deals on the table, as well as investment opportunities. We have invested in 75 companies at Nestholma. I also founded a venture fund, another 75 there. So we do a lot of investments, but more than that, we are the quality stamp of a startup. So if we put in money as an average, they get 14 times that. So if we put in 10,000, then you get 140,000. Or if you put 100,000, you get 1.4 million. And you get that money only if your case is brilliant. We can make people think about you, but the end result is that it has to be good for nature and it has to be financially good for companies. We are looking for you. If you are passionate about data and passionate about the environment, and that you already have built something, you have a product that can be tested with real customers. And you meaning more than one person. So a team of passionate people about the nature and the ones who love data, who know how to do data for the benefit of companies for changing consumer behavior to the direction that it's something that our grandchildren will also be having a place to live. Some words, your company may be doing measuring environmental impact, that there can be carbon impact, or any data you may be collecting or utilizing data that can be used for industrial processes, or like I said before, or changing consumer behavior. We are into blockchain. We've done different kinds of blockchain projects, and the carbon trading is quite strongly about it. Quite a lot of carbon trading is done on blockchain. And these are examples. We are looking for all kinds of data-driven green startups. That's the deadline for it. September 15th, starting in a month, 14 weeks, and it is a remote event. Remote event that, unless Corona decides otherwise, and I will also leave my summer place, then the meetings with corporations will be face-to-face. But everything can be done remotely. And I would like to see all of you on our system if you have a green heart and if you have an understanding of business that can add value to other green-hearted business professionals. Thank you. Please go to fairforce.tech. I also posted my LinkedIn profile on top of the chat. So happy to connect with you guys. Happy to continue dialogue about this on another moment also. And Gustav are suggesting happy to have a chat. Then you need to give me guidance. How can the chats be done with this system? Hey, that's all, folks. So your job is to go to that direction, that address, and study more. And looking forward to hearing from you guys. Thank you all.